Hi, I'm Amy Campbell. I'm a dietitian and diabetes educator here at Joslin Diabetes Center in Boston. I'm also on the editorial board for the Walgreens magazine called Diabetes You. And today I'm going to be speaking to some people who read this magazine very frequently, and I want to get their thoughts and opinions on what's most helpful about this magazine for them.
Ever since he was diagnosed with diabetes, we needed some resources to help us manage the diabetes well, and we found that there are really good articles and recipes in here that have helped us to manage better.
And so what do you think about the magazine?
Well, I certainly support what you're saying there, too. I think in this complex world right now where there are so many different foods and lifestyles that are out there, when you have a resource like this that can sort of cull them down to something that's manageable, it helps me to go through and find out just the things I should be doing to keep the diabetes under control.
Excellent. Can you point to a specific article or feature in this month's issue that's been most helpful for you?
I got to tell you, I've always been a chocoholic, and I have to be careful of that, as a diabetic. And in this particular issue, there was an article on nuts, chocolate, and coconut, so I understand, what I should be doing when I have that urge, to have chocolate.
I like the magazine, yes. I found I get a lot of good information. I love the articles. It really inspires me sometimes to do things that I may not have been consistently doing, like eating healthy. So I get some good ideas, and the pictures make me remember that eating healthy really can be very tasty.
Hi, I noticed you were reading this magazine, Walgreens Diabetes You. Do you want to tell me a little bit about it?
Absolutely. I absolutely love this magazine. I've been a big fan for a long time. I love the articles. I also love mostly the recipes. I do most of the cooking in my house, and I'm always looking for healthier versions of things to feed my wife and 2 children.
And I see that you're actually open to a nutrition article written by a dietitian here at Joslin. Is there anything in particular about this article that's been really helpful for you?
Well, obviously, anything written by the Joslin staff, I'm drawn to because they are, obviously the experts. But this one in particular, because we're always looking for healthier substitutions for things that recipes call for, and that information's sometimes hard to find. So this article just puts it in a nice, concise form that I can take with me. I can bring it home, put it in the refrigerator, and it's perfect.
Anything else that you'd care to mention about this magazine?
It really became to be important to me when my mother-in-law was diagnosed with prediabetes. She just had no idea of where to start. So, and as I said, I'd been familiar with it, so I brought a couple that I had just around to her, and she found it very useful.